Hi there, I'm Selena for Who is Jesus Today? That's a question that I'm going to keep asking, and you can answer that question in the honesty of your own heart. You know what I want to talk about a little bit? It always fascinates me how much all of us human beings, how much we have in common in the world just as being people. I'm going to read a Bible verse in Genesis chapter 2, and this is verse 7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being. Wouldn't you all agree that the Lord put breath into our nostrils? Whether you know today if Jesus is real or not, or Jesus is real to you, he is so real to me and say millions and millions of us, but I understand where you may be today on your life journey. I do. And because I know I've had in my life lots of questions. And typically my personality is one that really likes to question almost everything and anything. And so I began to make observations though, because wherever you are today in your belief a system of any other, say, background or religious persuasion, it is really hard not to admit that there are just certain things about all of us as people that we share alike. And I want to talk about breath. Because I know, breath is so important. I mean, this is our life. If we are not breathing, we're not existing. And I think for a whole lot of us who have shared together in this global pandemic, right, of COVID, we understood, that this was something that would attack your breathing. And once your breathing goes down, then where's the life? Breath is life. And what I find fascinating about this Bible verse is that God himself breathed life into the nostrils of man. And he became a living being. Would you not agree that you and me right now, we are living on breath? A breath that we ourselves did not create. We could have never breathed into our own nostrils. Yes, we can reproduce life, but are we really responsible for the breath that's in that life? And another thing that stands out is that we were made from dust. The dust is the earth. Now, won't you agree? I mean, we all have to leave here at some point. And I'm not sure how long our bodies would stay intact once our breath is gone. I'm really not sure. Maybe some of you understand this much more than I do. But I would say we all would have to agree that eventually we will return to dust. And that's interesting because it says here in the Bible, in the book of Genesis in chapter 2, and the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground. So we were formed. You imagine how a potter forms clay, and that clay comes alive. Doesn't have breath though, not like you and me. So this is something I want us to be thinking about. I'm leaving these thoughts with you today, that we were formed from dust, and whatever you believe, you know that someday our breath will stop. We'll stop breathing at some point in our lives. And at that time, what will happen progressively? Well, we were made from dust. Don't you believe that we will also return to dust? But what remains alive in us is not what we really see every day. So we see in the mirror what we can touch with each other, our human bodies. But it's our spirit, Right. Our spirit is very much alive and will remain alive, is what I believe, and so many others. But once again I say, wherever you are today, whatever you believe, we all have to agree. We've been given breath, and that breath gives us life, and it is temporary. I thank God today for my breath. Every moment that I breathe, for me, is a gift, but also a loan from the Creator. And so I want to say I am thankful today that I am alive and breathing, and each one of you that will hear this, I encourage you to be thankful for the breath that you have, for that breath is precious. That breath is your life. It is your existence. It makes you a living being. And I want to encourage us to know that we are loved by a God who has designed all of this, and He gave us breath, and that breath is so precious. We're on this journey together, aren't we? It's called life. It's called living. Thank you for your time. God bless you. I also like to often say, Shalom means peace. Okay, until next time, feel free to subscribe and hit the like button. But you do what you feel in your heart. And be thankful that you have been given a precious gift. And it's called breath, the breath of life. Okay, until next time.